What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your daily horoscope for Friday, November 13th. Friday the 13th, 2020. Brian here, Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. The big news is Mars goes direct today. It's here. 4:35 p.m. Pacific time, 7:35 Pacific time on the East Coast in the United States. Mars is finally direct. That is the big news. The moon's going to move into Scorpio. Let's talk about this. It is Venus Day on a Mars station direct with just coming off that opposition to Mars. So interesting stuff for sure there. So that moon's going to make its way into Scorpio. It's going to conjunct Mercury. Definitely spicy. I would say the moon here is at fall, but it is like, building up for probably one of the best new moons we're going to get with the sextile to Jupiter and Pluto that are coming off of their conjunction. So emotionally, it's definitely this day of getting deep, getting down to what the true soul's desires are and uncovering what feels right emotionally. And I think we have to speak up for those things. We have to communicate the deep emotions well when it comes to other people. Venus in Libra at 20 degrees is going to trine, not quincunx, going to trine over to the north node before making squares to Pluto and Jupiter. So Venus is getting ready for a lot here, but it's definitely like this in this day where Mars is direct in Aries, where we've definitely had to internalize a lot about ourselves. And it's a time to express those emotional desires. It's a time to put our feelings towards what we want, towards what feels aligned with the truth within us, looking for information, putting things in sense order in our life that makes us feel good, that makes us feel positive, that brings the benevolence out. And this Mars direct is a trip. Like the last 2.5 months with this retrograde in Aries, we haven't had a full Mars retrograde in Aries in a long time. So this really had us take a good, hard look in the mirror at what we want moving forward, our desires, our identity, what we want to go after in life. And, it's time to really uncover what that is with the sun in Scorpio at 22 degrees, making the exact sextile to Pluto. And then it's going to move to 23 tomorrow and get Jupiter as we get a really powerful new moon. So we are in this dark moon phase right now where we're closing out a big chapter of our life. And, it really is a big chapter. It's more than just a lunar cycle with the way these transits are hitting. Like this is a major turning point into the direction that you want your life to go in. And, where are you going to put that? Are you ready to put your action out there for what feels divinely aligned with your soul? Or are you going to fall for this weird Capricorn energy? It is weird with Saturn, Pluto, and Jupiter up there tight like they are. This structure of our life, the structure of our reality that's being, projected upon us. And I think it's time that we all look very, very deep within at what we really want as we come into this Scorpio full moon. And it really does bring out the full Scorpio energy as we close out Scorpio season for the next, 8 days, if you will, 7 days. So it's this is a big moment. This is definitely having us look very, very hard at what are we trying to metamorphosize? Are we trying to transform our life in a way that meets our own soul's desires? Or are we just going to go along with what the outside world is projecting that we all need to think and feel? And this is stuff you have to ask yourself deep within. That moon's going to quincunx Chiron in Aries, which is really the only major aspect. It is going to oppose Uranus later in the evening. So, besides for Chiron and Uranus, this moon's not making too many aspects. But again, this Uranus aspect that's Mercury's going to start opposing again too here is definitely bringing out the most unseen emotions and the most unpredictable ones. So it's definitely a day where who knows, right? It's one of those days emotionally where anything can happen, and you have to be in your truth, and you have to have done that work during this Mars retrograde over these last 2.5 to almost 3 months of where are the soul's desires, and do they feel aligned with the environment you want? Do they feel like close? Does your life around you that you can control, is it what you want it to be? And if not, this is the time to make the changes as we close out this cycle and get it to what you want it to be. And it's not time to, what does the world want you to be? No, it's not about that. This is about going towards your long-term goals and what you want to achieve for yourself. And what are you going to transform and transmute and detach from so that you can let in all the goodness? And that moon, quincunx Chiron's a little weird. Like, are we going to look at our own desires and our own self in some weird way? Or are we going to use, in a sense, that energy and that passion that we're going to have moving forward with this Mars stationing direct to better ourselves, to let go of wounds, to not be the victim, to have sovereignty in our life, and to be strong? And we have to start working towards those things, because why would you not want to have control of your life? You deserve to have control of your life, and you have every right to. And that's kind of this point that we're in right here. And if you look like Juno, I know I got kind of a mess here. Let me erase a little bit. We got Juno here at 18 degrees, trining Neptune. Like, the best relationship should be deep within yourself, and it should be connected to the universe, and connected to the divine source, and connected to something that makes you feel in alignment. And if it's not, this is where relationships can feel like they don't make any sense, and they're just a burden, if you will. Because we finally, with Mercury and the moon out of Libra here, and just having Venus finish up, Venus is going through a lot. So our relationships with people are going through a lot of transformation right now. And this is a time to take that leap of faith towards what feels aligned to you. And it could be getting into a new relationship. It could be getting out of an old one that's toxic, because Scorpio brings up that toxicity, and it wants to detach from that so that it can get something better, and it can find the ultimate emotional connection and what it wants to merge with. And this Juno in Scorpio is trying to bring out what relationships are actually on a soul level meant to be there, and are they connected by something bigger, and is it something that's more divinely connected and orchestrated? So that's another aspect that's big today too. And I would say that what we desire as individuals for yourself is everything right now. And you've had to look at yourself for a few months now, really, deeply, and find out what you want to move forward with in life. And it is a time to move forward. It's absolutely a time to go after your desires, whatever they may be, make them happen, because you can create that for yourself. And it's not about something else doing it for you. It's about you taking control and making your life great, and making your future great. And that Jupiter-Pluto was a big shot of energy to kick you into something great, your true mission. And you could already be on your mission, and this just gave you more inspiration to do it. Or you might have been looking for your mission, and it just popped up out of nowhere. And with the sun making that sextile, this is the time that your soul's ready to integrate into what feels much more deeply connected than ever. It's a big time. And I would say that the energy is good. It's great we got Mars direct. It's going to take us places. It's time to really move forward with our passion, and have courage, and have the strength to go create what you want, to make it happen. And it's not time to second guess anymore. This is truth time to step into it, make your life what you want it, make your environment what you want it, make your relationships what you want them to be. It's time. And it doesn't matter what's going on in the world, as long as you're focusing on what your true desires are and what makes you feel aligned. And if you're ready to shake things up with the moon in opposition to Uranus, if you're ready to just let the universe shake your life up into a beautiful place, you're ready for today, and you're ready to make it happen. So we're in a make it happen time. I didn't get cards out previously, so what are you guys going to do with this Mars direct energy? You know, it's this new 2-year cycle until the next Mars retrograde, and it's like, what are we going to do? What are we going to take? Like, Saturn's going to be in Aquarius. It's going to square Uranus. Jupiter's going to square Uranus. Like, things are going to get shaken up. Things are going to look a little weird in general in life as we move forward. But are you ready to step into a place within yourself where whatever, like, okay, shake it up. Shake it up, world. Shake it up, universe. Shake it up, God. It doesn't matter. Throw me whatever you want, because I'm ready for it, and I'm just a connection of you anyways, and you're going to give me the strength and the power I need to move forward with my desires and to make it happen. I know you guys got this. What is this? The High Priestess reversed. If you can't look through the illusion right now, and you're going to get caught up in just reality, it's going to feel like a really weird place with Neptune square the nodes. Venus squaring the nodes today, which I didn't even show on the chart. Venus square the nodes today. Are we delusioned by what feels good in life and by other people? Or are we going to look through that and see the environment that we want? And you have to be able to go into a deep place and trust your intuition. Intuition's everything right now. We don't live in a linear reality anymore. Like, it just, we can try and hold on to that linear structure that we've all kind of been programmed into for a long time. But the more you're willing to look beyond the veil, look into other places of your life, and realize that you have all the power in your intuition, in your connection, and in yourself, beautiful things will happen. But if not, things are gonna get weird. Like, it's in the astrology. It's a weird time. It's a beautiful time if you're in your truth and connected and you're ready to just, okay, universe, show me what's next. But if you're not gonna transmute energy and you're not gonna be willing to shift and pivot and make your life better, it's going to feel like a really weird place. And I'm just going to be honest with you. So don't put yourself in that weird place. Put yourself in a powerful position to have control over yourself and control over the things in life that you can actually control. Because just like the weather, we can't control the weather. Not yet. And maybe if we all put our collective thought on changing the weather, maybe we could. But we're not there yet. And it's not about that aspect yet. It's about your environment, yourself, your identity, your desires, where you're going to go. And if you can look through the bullshit, because there's a lot of bullshit out there, I'm going to be honest with you. You look through that, you're going to find the truth, and you're going to find your comfort and your power, and it's all going to be good. I love you guys very much. I'll see you for the weekend report. Enjoy this Mars station direct. It's a powerful day. Mars is power and drive and courage and passion. And it wants to give us our identity and give us that, It is. So we got to take that power. We got to grab onto it within ourselves, because we know what we want. We know what we desire. And the only thing stopping us from it isn't a president. It isn't a president-elect. It isn't China. It isn't Russia. It isn't fucking anything but you that would stop yourself. And that's some cold, hard, triggering truth. But Mars is direct, and it's direct in my first house. And I'm going to say that because I'm an Aries rising. And if we don't grab a hold of that energy right now, it's going to be a weird ride. So take the beautiful ride by taking the power and the control back for yourself. Get your desires. Go after them. There's treasure. There's amazing things that this world has to offer you. God is going to keep giving people opportunity. God is going to keep delivering if you're in a state and ready to receive it. But if you're going to hold on to the trash, you might not get the goods. I love you very much. See you for the weekend report. Peace.